스파이더 인비테이셔널 BJJ 챔피언십 파이널 스페셜 매치 제2경기를 시작하겠습니다. 멋진 경기를 펼칠 두 선수를 소개해드리겠습니다. 브라질 아토스 주디스 루카스 바르보사.
This match, oh my goodness.
Yes. L.Barbosa, #1 ranked jiu-jitsu fighter in the world.
Number one,
rank 1.
He's above that. Is he above that Keenan guy?
Yes, he's 2 ranks above me.
Oh,
I am rank 3.
Fabricio.
But he'll be fighting a legend today.
This is an honor for any jiu-jitsu guy to have matchups like this against not only accomplished jiu-jitsu fighters, but accomplished MMA fighters.
And of course, this is the 2018 SPYDER Invitational Championship Finals. This is a super fight that we're doing before the absolute final match. I'm your host, John Evans. With me, Keenan Cornelius. And we have a legendary super fight underway right now. L.Barbosa versus Fabricio Verdum, and immediately an aggressive collar tie.
A club.
10-minute match. It'll be scored like an IBJJF match.
Now, it's always very important. If you get clubbed,
but heel hooks are allowed.
You have to club back.
You have to club back
yes.
right away. Is that the mentality?
It's just for dominance. It's not an actual technical
it's
effect.
A competitor mentality thing. Now, I have a feeling that Lucas Hulk is going to have no problems clubbing back, as we see
you never know.
Takedown entry.
I would be hesitant to club a UFC fighter like Fabricio, because one club leads to another. That's the thing. Next thing you know, you have harder and harder clubs coming at you.
And there is some interesting stand-up work going on here. Very aggressive early.
I like how Fabricio is wearing a T-shirt. This is like very old school ADCC style. Shows what generation he's from.
These aggressive collar ties.
This is sort of
hear them in the audience.
This is sort of a feeling out phase. When people are in a wrestling situation like this, you kind of have to it's kind of like how boxers gauge distance. You're sort of feeling what the opponent has for you, his strength. This is all like being picked up by these guys subconsciously. And it's going to play into their next attacks once they start going for takedowns.
I have to say, I like the posture of Verdum, even though he's definitely the much taller of the two.
He's staying low, which is important because being tall is an advantage, but when you have a shorter guy and who's just as strong as you, like Lucas Hulk, you got to stay low or he's going to get in on your legs. These guys are really playing dirty. A lot of forehead grinding, snap downs.
Funny thing, both of these guys, 2 of the nicest people that I've probably ever met.
Yeah,
they're just so nice off the mats.
Super nice.
2-on-1 grip from Verdum.
And you see Lucas starting to set up, do some few setups.
About to go out. Lucas looks at his hand. Fabricio actually had to cut a little bit of weight to make this, and which is weird because when's the last time that Fabricio had to cut weight?
He said, I can't remember if he said 8 years or 15 years, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, he looked a little bit sunken in. When I saw him, we flew in on nearly on the same flight, so we had the same ride home, and looked a little bit sunken in, so I had to cut 2 kilos.
And he cut a total of 7 kilos.
Okay, so that's significant.
Yeah. It's 14 pounds for those U.S. fans.
Especially for somebody that doesn't have to cut, because he of course was the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, and the weight class there is 265 pounds and under, and he is under that, so he's just not had to cut weight in a long time.
I believe he walks around at 255 or 115 kilos.
Which is a lot bigger than Lucas Hulk, right?
Yes. Lucas walks around 95 kilos, or about 195 to 200-ish. I think he's big. His biggest he's been is about 210.
And that was the weight that they agreed on, correct? 210, I think?
I think it's got to be more because Fabricio's probably like 250. So probably like 235 maybe is the agreed upon weight. Definitely a catch weight. They're not weighing the same today. Oh, through the LCD screen almost.
Man, and it is aggressive.
Yeah, this is a relatively short match for this rule set, because when you start on the feet in a no-gi match, there's not much guard pulling. Most of the time, it's about the takedown, and sometimes takedowns take a while to be effective. Oh. Oh, the hair flip. I like that. The face mush and then responds with the hair flip. It's going to be hard for Lucas to get in on Fabricio. Because once you make contact, it's still like hitting a brick wall, I bet.
Maybe it was 110 kilos.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I have to double check on that one, but either way, Fabricio definitely the bigger of the two.
He's controlling the center of the mat well. Just with his size, he can walk forward, and Lucas can't really walk forward into him. Just the weight doesn't work that way. You can't push someone that much if they're that much heavier than you.
The coaches for Fabricio Werdum is Cobrinha, and for Hulk, it's Hulk's brother, Andre.
Yes. I had no idea he had a brother until this trip.
That I don't think speaks English very well.
No.
But Hulk has great English, and there was a little bit of a face slap. It's
Hulk smiles about it, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's starting to get a little bit nasty, honestly. And the crowd is into it. They're talking to each other.
Now, Lucas.
Oh, and that was a hard face slap.
Lucas Barbosa has MMA fights.
Yes, he does.
I believe he's 3-0 with 2 TKOs and a submission. So no stranger to getting face slapped.
Yeah, he seems to nearly welcome it. He's not shying away from it. He's not complaining to the refs. He's ready to go. 5 minutes left to go. This one is taking place completely on the feet.
Yeah, there's no rule set that says no face slapping. At what point does it turn into a... See, it's first it's a mush, then it's a slap, then it's a club, and then it's a punch. That's the hierarchy of facial strikes.
It looks like we're starting to see slaps, and yeah, we've got one of the refs stands up and motions for a penalty. The other ref agrees with him.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that was...
Because at this point, he's doing it to antagonize rather than to be technical.
Yes. They're getting close to the edge here.
Big, slow inside trip attempt.
These guys are starting to take a little bit of damage, starting to get a little bit dirty.
I think he's going to calm down, though, because the threat of losing a match off penalty will chill anyone out.
Yeah, and he's already has 1 penalty. Werdum does, against 0 for Barbosa.
I would say this entire match is going to be on the feet.
Only 4 minutes left to go. Hopefully we do get to see it hit the ground. Heel hooks are available.
Oh, big double leg attempt.
It gets thrown into the monitors again. Hulk every time seems to be looking at his wrist. I wonder what's going on with that.
Maybe a little scratch, I would think. Maybe from a fingernail or something.
Good wrist control with Werdum, and he's got double inside control, double inside collar ties.
Now that double leg, Lucas is doing that standing.
Where he hits with the forehead, right? Or the top of the head?
The blast double. That works on most people, but Fabricio's so huge. It's
very big. And dives deep after this low single. Looks to come up on it, but they are too close to the edge. They're going to restart him back in the center.
Very good attempt, though. By Fabricio.
Yeah.
Really
surprised to see him
there that deep. It's hard for a tall guy to go
like
that low. He's literally moving 6.5 feet from his head to his opponent's foot. So you got to be quick.
And for sure, that his MMA experience must be playing a factor. A lot of takedown training.
All right. Oh, now they're being nice.
Yeah. That one was perhaps accidental.
Like the other ones were on purpose, but that one was
that one was sorry. Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of a hit on the top of the head for Hulk. Hulk trying to
really trying to get head control.
Oh, but he's starting to get Hulk to stand up straight.
Yep.
This must be wearing on his lower back.
Yep, that's how it works. And they start pulling your head down over and over again.
They gotta start these guys Back in the center.
Oh, so a penalty for Hulk now for retreating. And one ref says to wave it off, the other two, no.
I kind of agree with that a little bit, though.
The penalty or?
The penalty. I agreed with the first one with Werdum, and I think...
I feel like that second penalty, I'm not sure about it, because there's really nothing Lucas can do except let him take him down. Like, he's getting pushed off the mat in defense. Like, he's trying to engage, but...
Well, he can circle more. He can clear off.
I'm not sure if you could against that size difference.
It's tough.
Like,
he's definitely not shooting, though. I don't see him.
Yeah.
He's trying to clear off the collar ties.
One of the reasons you don't see as many shots in these stand-up jiu-jitsu matches is just shooting leaves you so open to front headlock control, which is lethal in a jiu-jitsu situation when they can get control of your neck. Now, actually, in IBJJF rules, it's illegal to intentionally force your opponent out of the ring over and over again. And that was a rule that was established about like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, nice single leg attempt.
So this match is under IBJJF rules, just with heel hooks and reaping allowed.
Correct.
So if he continues to force Lucas out of the mat intentionally, it would actually be a penalty for Fabricio.
That seems like that's a difficult rule to enforce, because when is too much, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to say. But they added that rule because a bigger, stronger opponent can just do that over and over again, and then
it becomes like sumo.
Exactly, and then it's not exactly fair for absolutes.
Still with his double collar ties, minute and a half left to go. Werdum has really been hanging heavy on the head of Lucas Hulk Barbosa.
It's going to be so hard for either of these guys to score. They're just both such physically imposing.
It was a good shot attempt from Barbosa, though. Gets slapped in the face for his troubles.
I would definitely pull guard against either of these guys if I was in this situation.
Hulk pulling guard against Werdum, though. That's
that is not a. I'm saying me specifically, not. I wouldn't say Hulk should pull. I think this is the proper route for both of them.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them would want to be on bottom against each other.
I could see Werdum being okay on bottom against Hulk. Maybe not favorable, but it wouldn't be the end of the world as to where the size difference is so rough for Hulk if he's on bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice single leg attempt. This comes up on it, tries to bar Zagar as they nearly go out of bounds. They have to stop.
Lucas probably had that takedown, but stopped intentionally as not to kill his opponent.
They're going to wave off.
Yeah, no advantage because he didn't actually put his butt to the mat at all.
Yeah, he was deep on that single, though.
It was
Unfortunately, it was so close to the edge of the mat.
I think if they had more room to run, I don't think it may not have resulted in a takedown, but I think Lucas could have capitalized and maybe gone to a body lock from behind or something. But
I think that's the way that this match is going to play out. 5 seconds left to go, 0-0. 2 negative advantage and a double leg attempt right at the end. Gets stood up.
So that is going to be a draw.
Yep, it'll be a draw. It's a super fight. Unless somebody has a decisive win with points or submission, that's the only way they can win. If the score is a draw, then there is no ref's decision for the super fights.
Oh.
Fabricio asking for an extra 5 minutes. I don't think you say no to Werdum.
I'm down. One more round. One more round.
Hulk seems to be up for it too, and I think everybody here wants to see it.
I think this should definitely.
This would be huge. The SPYDER organization should definitely do this if they have the ability to.
So is it going to happen?
I don't know. I hope so. I just want to see more. How often do you get to see Werdum in a grappling match these days?
He said no?
본 경기는 두 선수 모두 무승부입니다.
My judges' decision
This match has been declared a draw.
Oh, man. That would have been awesome, though.
Oh.
Too many rules, man.
Too many rules.
Let them bend the rules one time.
Fabricio was asking for it. Hulk seemed ready. And they were just starting to get good, I feel.
Yeah, they were just getting warmed up.
Yep. The backs were starting to get stressed out from the collar tie.